Hey guys, and welcome to another trading analytics video. I am Trade Runner, and today we're going to be discussing the upcoming CPI data and what it means for the total market going forward. But before we get into that, if you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button and click the notification bell if you enjoy this type of content. It really helps the channel out. Now let's get to the video. Now, over the last few months, as the country and the world at large has recovered from the devastation economically caused by the coronavirus pandemic, there has been an increasing fear here in the U.S. marketplace that as the government introduces new tighter monetary and fiscal policy to kind of combat inflation, that their actions are going to have an adverse effect on the everyday consumer. Now, looking at the most recent CPI data, you see that in August, there was a 0.1% increase in the average price of consumer goods versus the previous month. And all signs point to another increase for September as well. Now, that's expected to be released tomorrow, October 13th, after the market closes. So it's going to be very interesting just to see how the market reacts to this news, because if you guys have been tracking the market over the last few months, anytime CPI data has been released, there has been a little bit of a rally followed by a significant sell-off once the actual reports come out, and we see that inflation is actually increasing despite efforts by the Fed to kind of negate that issue. Even taking a look at the broad index funds ETFs that track the total market, such as the SPY and QQQ, you see that over the last week, those stocks are down about 5%, whereas over the last month, they're down roughly 13%, kind of mirroring the overall sentiment in the marketplace that as the Fed tightens its monetary policy, that consumers are getting the short end of the stick. And as a result, those sectors that are heavily consumer driven, such as tech and commerce, are falling in relation to that. So you're probably wondering, what does this have to do with the upcoming CPI data release set for Wednesday and what its overall effect on the market will be? Well, JP Morgan announced that if the CPI data comes in much hotter than expected, then the stocks could be looking at a 5% tumble on the total marketplace. Now, as shown previously, looking at the results of SPY and QQQ, a 5% tumble is a huge deal in the overall U.S. market index. Now, couple that with the fourth rate hike that is to be expected in November of 75 basis points, and you have a recipe for disaster for the U.S. economy as a whole. In fact, Bank of America announced that it's expected that the U.S. economy is going to be losing 175,000 jobs per month due to the Fed tightening up its monetary and fiscal policy as the country continues to try to combat inflation while also dealing with the after effects of the coronavirus pandemic and this economic recovery. So when the economic data is released tomorrow, we can expect to see a significant drop-off, probably after the 12 p.m. hour, following a short rally prior to the massive fall-off. That's usually how it works when these type of data points are released. But it's not all bad, because when there's a significant fall-off in the U.S. market index, there's a chance to kind of play the put side of the indices, such as SPY and QQQ. Now, over on our Discord server, we have been doing that over the last week or so as the market has continued to try to find its direction. And here's some of the results from the previous week. So link to the Discord will be in the description of this video, as well as in our channel bio. So feel free to check that out when you guys get a chance. So as a whole, we can expect to see a significant downtrend in the total market indices as a result of the CPI data coming out tomorrow. There will probably be a little bit of a rally prior to the 12 p.m. hour, followed by the drop-off that we're expecting. And going throughout the rest of the week, we think that the market will be on a little bit of a downtrend because these results are kind of pivoting towards an area where Fed policy will be out of control. So just want to kind of put this on you guys' radar, go over some of the monetary policy and what the repercussions of the expected CPI data will be. And, just be prepared for some shakiness in the market tomorrow. But in any case, I've been Trade Runner. This is Trading Analytics. Link to our Discord will be in the description of the video. And if you haven't already, hit that link in the description as well to sign up for Moomoo to get your chance to get up to 15 free stocks worth up to $2,000. Thanks for watching.